Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Cluster API provider, Azure, otherwise known as CAPZ office hours. Today's Thursday, February 15th. CAPZ is a part of the Cluster API ecosystem. We are part of SIG Cluster Lifecycle as such and abide by the CNCF Code of Conduct. So thanks in advance to everyone for consistently being kind to one another, for raising hands before speaking. We welcome all voices and for coming. All right, let's find the share screen button, and here we are, looking for February 15th. While I'm doing this introductory stuff, please feel free to add your name to the attendee list. I'll go ahead and kick us off. I'm going to do this inline. So follow that pattern. While folks are doing that, I will also take a moment to pause for any new attendees or any other reason whatsoever to say hi. Maybe let us know where you're coming from, why you're interested in CAPZ. I'll go ahead and pause now.
Hello, I am new to this meeting. I joined one iteration of this meeting before, but this is my second time joining. I am also from Microsoft and I work with the Flatcar team. Currently, I've been working on, so we have this new SysX implementation into Flatcar, and I've been writing the templates for the Flatcar SysX implementation in CAPZ. I'm planning to open a PR, so I thought of joining the meeting before opening the PR.
Great. Is it Cyan? Am I saying that?
Yes.
Cool. Welcome, Cyan.
Yes,
Thanks for joining. Yeah, I would say joining office hours is definitely not a requirement before opening up the PR, but I'm happy to see you at this and many other office hours in the future if you'd like.
Yes,
So for those watching the recording, if you're wondering if you have to come to office hours before you contribute to CAPZ, the answer is definitely no. Contribute
yeah, I just joined in to
whenever you want.
see like, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I just joined in to see like how things are progressing, and definitely would like to contribute more. This was just the start, so yeah, that was just
Fantastic.
like the first meeting to join.
Cool. And thanks for saying hi. All right. I think I recognize everyone else on the call. So we've got a short agenda today so far. I'll add a quick reminder to myself about, go ahead, John, why don't you take over? I'm going to do this and then I'll do this async. So John, the floor is yours.
All right, thanks, Jack. So yeah, for the last few weeks, we've been talking about the AKS feature proposal, and we started lazy consensus last week and didn't get any new feedback. So I am declaring that lazy consensus has been reached on that proposal. So thanks everybody who has given feedback on that. That's been super helpful. I think we landed in a pretty good spot. So I think I did just notice that the broken links checker is broken because I think it's related to some Kubernetes 1.25 end of life stuff. So I don't think that'll merge immediately, but hopefully we'll get that merged by the end of today. And then after that, I do have a PR open with an implementation of the proposal, so feel free to take a look at that. Any questions on the proposal or anything related to that? All right, I will hand it back over to Jack. Thanks, everybody.
Cool. Impressive work, impressive stamina, keeping that boulder inching forward. Thanks so much, John. Great. So I think we'll definitely expect to see that patch implementation land in 1.14. And that's a nice segue to, I have it on my mental backlog to come up with maybe a set of proposals to maybe allow us to release more frequently. So just stay tuned for that. I haven't made any changes. We had a long conversation last week, so that's recorded for posterity. But I just wanted to follow up. And Cyan, I'll give the floor over to you to talk about Flatcar SysNext or SysXt.
Yes, so I wanted to talk about like if we could get a slot for a demo. So the SysX implementation right now, like for every flat car that release that we do, we specifically build for every Kubernetes version, we build a specific flat car image with that particular stable version. With the SysX, we are using the vanilla flat car SIG images, and then through SysX, we are downloading. Like people have the freedom to download their own Kubernetes version, and it would just through Ignition, and it would just run. So I wanted to have a slot and do a bigger demo in this call so that I can talk about SysX, how it removes the image builder, the part where you used image builder, and yeah, a bit on that. Probably in the
I
future
would say
calls.
that, yeah, the feel free to demo. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just being encouraging. I'm a maintainer of Image Builder, and I would love to see something like this because there's got to be a better way to do it. And in terms of a demo, you can just basically, unless this time isn't good, you could just put it on the agenda for the next office hours. You could do it right now if you're ready, or we could schedule a separate time, I think.
I can do it next week so that I have the slides up. And yeah, I actually proposed a talk as at KubeCon, but it did not get accepted. But yeah, Image Builder, this was a big step. We did already got it merged into OpenStack, and CapZ was the next one we targeted. But I'll definitely put this into the next week's agenda.
Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead, and I made you co-host proactive, but I'll go ahead and take that away. Sounds like we'll do it next week.
Sure.
We love demos. Okay, that's the end of the agenda. Anyone want to raise hands and add anything ad hoc? All right, great, short and sweet. Expect the recording up later today. Go ahead, Matt.
Just one thing I thought of, maybe I should put this on the agenda. Probably everybody was at Cappy yesterday, but just so you know, there's kind of a urgent patch coming out next week, and we should be ready to pounce on it and incorporate it as soon as possible.
Yep, great call out.
That's all. I'll put something here so it's on the
if you're tracking that, Matt, do we have a sense if that is something we can patch into 13 and 12? Or is that queued up for 114 only?
That's a good question. I think it's just for the current release. No, I don't know if they're going to patch it. They're probably going to patch it, won't they? Because this is like no, sorry.
Well, they'll patch it into their. Go ahead.
It only happened with 1.6, which was where we removed the Alpha 3 API, right? So it's only relevant to.
So we would want to. We patch anything that's on 1.6. I see. That's cool. That's simple.
Yeah. So for us, it's main and the release 113 branch, right? I think.
That sounds reasonable. I'm convinced. Cool.
Okay.
All right. We did some issue scrubbing last week, if I recall, so I think we can probably just call it early. Does anybody want to advocate for issue milestone PR maintenance? Okay. 47 minutes of your time back by my clock. Thanks, everybody.